What's going on, guys? So I have played Dark Alliance, Dungeons and Dragons Dark Alliance, for 15 plus hours. To be exact, I've played it for 16 hours and 52 minutes, apparently. And I just thought I would give my quick thoughts on the game, and kind of tell you whether I think you should get it, should try it, should play it, all that good stuff. So, first things first. This game is filled with issues and bugs. Like a lot of them. I actually don't have any gameplay to show you guys on my end, except for like literally my first session that I played completely by myself. Because for the first week that the game was out, I think the first 5 days, I had it on my Xbox One X. And I actually have a video about this. I'll put it right here, the link to the video right here. So that way you can go to that video if you want to see it. But for the first 5 days, I couldn't even play the game on co-op at all, period. Every time I tried to connect, it would just disconnect me from their servers, and I could not do invite only. I couldn't do a custom game. I couldn't do quick play, nothing. Anything to do with online play, I could not do anything. It just would not let me connect. I tried resetting my internet. I tried resetting my Xbox. I even uninstalled the game and re-downloaded it to my Xbox. So you're probably wondering, well, Nick, if you haven't played the game on your Xbox One X because you're, too big of a loser to play by yourself, then how are you going to tell us you play 15 hours? Well, because I'm one of the lucky few who also have a gaming rig computer. I call it a gaming computer. I need a new GPU. It's barely a gaming computer, you know what I'm saying? But anyways. And basically this computer I use for like recording, video editing. That's really why I built it. I've always played off my Xbox and recorded off my Xbox. But anyways, I digress. Point being of what I just said is that when I'm playing on this computer, since it's such a weak sauce computer, graphics card wise, everything else is solid, but the graphics card super low end graphics card. I can't record and play. So I've just been playing without recording and just seeing what the game was about, because I'm a big D&D fan. I've gotten into it recently. I've actually got some stuff printing behind me right now for D&D. And so I wanted to play the game because I enjoyed Dungeons and Dragons, and I just wanted to play it. So me and two of my other buddies, we've been playing, and with all that negative stuff that I just said being said, which is a pretty big negative considering the fact that I couldn't even play on my Xbox and record videos, so I could put it on this video and also stream on Twitch and Facebook and all those good things. I actually put on one of the it's a little jest I threw to Dark Alliance's Twitter. I'm so smart. But I saw a post on his Twitter. He said, who's all streaming the game or something like that, and I put under his post, he said, you know what, I would be streaming your game. You're bare bones, very basic in almost every category, actually very basic in every category game. But I can't, because, I can't connect to your servers. Anyway, sorry, I just kind of had to get that out, because I'm still just a little bit upset that I could not connect to the servers and play on my Xbox and record video. And I still can't connect, because I haven't completely finished the game. Like I said, I'm almost 17 hours into it. I haven't completely finished it. I think we have 2 more areas to complete of the, the in-game areas to complete before we actually finish up everything. But I just wanted to make this video, like I said, to talk about it, because all that being said, I really actually do enjoy this game in a very stupid kind of way. What do I mean by that? Well, first off, let's just go through the basics of any kind of, review of a game. Sound. It's there. It's okay. Sometimes I can't tell if an enemy is on my right or left. They'll be kind of to my right, but it sounds like they're more behind me in the audio, which is kind of weird. The weapon sound fine. They're basic, all that good stuff. So audio, we're going to run through this pretty quick, because basically you'll see why we're running through it quick. Anyway, audio, basic. Graphics, basic. They're not great. They're not bad. They're just, they're passable, they're acceptable. Gameplay, I'm going to say is basic also, but it is fun. It's a very basic loop, but what it does, it's fun enough, obviously, to keep me playing for 17 hours. So I think the gameplay is slightly better than basic. Yeah. So fourth thing, story. It's basic. I honestly, as much as I honestly thought that I would be like, oh well, if nothing else, I'll probably enjoy the story beats in this game. Even if I don't enjoy the gameplay or the graphics or the sound, I'll probably enjoy the story beats because it's Dungeons and Dragons, or it's an RPG. It's kind of all about the story, the actual Dungeons and Dragons game. So you would think that their story would be like pretty good, but to be honest, I can't even remember what it's about, and I've listened to every single bit of it, and I cannot remember what it's about. That's how interesting the story is. I don't know what timeline it's in or anything. I don't know where it takes place, what part of the history in D&D, if it even tells you. I, for the life of me, cannot remember. And it wasn't because I wasn't paying attention. I was paying attention. It's just, it must have been that underwhelming that I just don't remember. So story, a little bit below basic because I can't remember it. And yeah, those were the 4 main points as far as rating a game or looking at games that people look for. Oh yeah, and replayability obviously, but replayability I don't know yet because I haven't gotten that far because I haven't actually completed all the campaigns and seen if I'm even interested in going back through it. But my guess is probably not. I'm probably not going to go back through it unless somebody else jumps on and plays that that maybe hasn't played, or if the people I'm playing with, if for some reason I do want to try a different character, then maybe I would replay some of it. But as of right now, I don't see me replaying through this whole game. To be honest, I don't. Now, all that being said, you may be saying, Nick, well, how can you say you played 15 hours and you actually kind of enjoyed the game whenever you say all these negative things about the game? Because it's dumb fun. I'm just going to put it like that. It's dumb, stupid fun, and just to where I got, like, as you progress through get about halfway through the game, you start getting some decently cool loot, it seems like. But everything about it's just basic. It's just real. There's nothing. I think even the loot system, I've gotten to a point where I've been getting these loot drops. I'm like, there's not that much loot. Like you could probably collect all the loot in a fairly reasonable amount of time if you really wanted to. But yeah, that's really kind of the story of this game, in my opinion, is that it's just a basic game. It's dumb fun to have with friends. I wouldn't recommend playing this game alone. I know that the one time I played it alone, I didn't enjoy it. I didn't even think I was going to pick it back up, but then I ended up, like I said, getting it on my computer and actually going to play online and play with some friends, and we've been having a lot of dumb fun. It's just a hack and slasher. You have, a few things thrown in there. Each class has their abilities that they can do. You can upgrade those abilities. You can get feats. You can do, like I said, it gives you just enough to keep you interested, but it's not going to blow your mind, which I like about it. Because normally I play games that go above and beyond in every aspect, right? We all do that because that's the games that we consider to be, great or whatever. They have so much content, and you're almost like, God, what do I even do? There's so many options and this and that. Every now and then, at least for me, it's not a bad thing to get a basic game, to get something that is, has enough in it to keep you interested, but not so much where you just feel like every time you get on or whatever, you got to figure this out, or who am I going to play, or how am I going to do this, or blah, blah, blah. This game, you literally you turn on your system, you turn the game on in front of you, and you start playing. You find some friends to play with, you pick the class you want to play, and you just start playing. And you just have fun killing things, hacking, slashing, and all that good stuff. Now, I will also say about this, the game is buggy as all get out. We've had people disconnect from the game randomly. We've had people, even my buddy, he got to a point twice where we would get halfway through the level and then he couldn't even pick up items. So we just ran through the level and he couldn't get any items, so he basically ran through the level for no reason, because for some reason, in all this, the devs' wisdom, they decided, you know what, we're not going to be like Destiny or any other looter shooter where if you miss the item, we're going to send it to you anyway, because it's just a glowy stick on the ground, and it's not like, we'll just send it to you. Well, they don't do that in this game. They don't do that at all. If you don't pick it up, you don't get it. So yeah, whenever it glitched out and he couldn't pick anything up, he basically ran that for no reason. Now, us being the good friends that we are, we ran back through it so he could, which we just doubled up on our loot, but he got to run back through it and get loot. And it wasn't too terrible. It's still pretty bad considering, like, one of the levels could take anywhere from 20 to 35 minutes, 15 to 35 minutes probably to complete. So you're still losing some time there because you're having to backtrack as far as progressing through the game. But that was one big thing that happened. And yeah, during like combat and stuff, you'll have enemies just, you'll hit them and they'll just glitch out. Like we had one guy glitch off of a mountain. I knocked him off of a mountain. Then his loot spawns under me, like under in the side of it. So I couldn't get that loot. It was just in the side of the mountain. There was no way to get it, so I just lost out on that. But another big thing that did happen, and one thing that I can't believe they didn't put in this game, we got to a boss fight, and we were kicking the boss's tail. No problems. We were, doing pretty good, and somehow either me, I think it was me, because I've been playing the barbarian. I knocked the boss into the wall, I believe, and the boss glitched into the wall. Right? Well, but they were alive. They didn't die. So we didn't realize this at first. So we kept fighting. We thought he died. We kept fighting his little ads and stuff like that. The other enemies. We defeated them, and we realized this guy's still alive. Health bar is still up on top of the screen. So we just go try to find him. We figure out he's in the wall. We can't hit him, so he's stuck in the wall. So we're like, oh. No big deal. I mean, I know, because we never do the save option. When you get to a rest, you can either rest to save that point and start from there if you die, or you can basically do like a gamble or like a level up thing. I forget exactly what it's called, but anyway, it's like a level up option where your loot rarity stacks. If you decide not to make that your save point, your loot rarity stacks, but if you die, you got to go back to the last point you saved, or if you haven't saved at all, you got to go back to the beginning of the game. Well, we were like, that's fine. We'll just load back into like I think either the beginning of the game or the beginning of that mission, or I think we had maybe saved one time to that mission, so we're going to go back there. Well, I am the leader of the party, and I pull up my menu, and either I'm an idiot, which is very possible, or there's no way to reload like a checkpoint at all. I couldn't find anything. The only options I had was to return back to camp, and whenever that says return back to camp, it means return back to like the lobby. So yeah, I don't know why they would not put that option in the game, especially as buggy as their game is. Whenever it released, they knew it was buggy. We had to completely go back to the camp and completely restart the mission. I didn't have the option to send us back to a camp that we had rested at. So that was kind of a big deal. I mean, and I'm sure there's a lot of other bugs. There's probably plenty, I'm guessing. If I've seen the amount that I've seen, I know there's probably many more that we haven't experienced. But that being said, my opinion on the game is that it's dumb fun. And I'm not upset with it or upset about it because I didn't pay any money for it. It was on Game Pass. So I just downloaded it to my Xbox, which ended up not working out for me. Then I downloaded it to my PC through Xbox for free. Didn't cost me anything. So yeah, I mean, I had fun with it, and I've been having fun with it, and I plan on continuing to play it till we at least complete all of the missions, and then I may never pick it up again. But for now, I've been enjoying it, and if you can get it on Game Pass or you can download it for free, it's worth trying. I wouldn't pay money for it. I wouldn't give them $60 or $40 or $50. I wouldn't give them anything for it. Like I said, which I know it hasn't yet, but maybe if it dropped down like $5 or $10 in the state that it's in, $15, maybe you give them some money if you really like D&D. But other than that, I would get it off Game Pass or try to, if you could download it for free to try it out or just try out the demo, see if it's something you like. I definitely wouldn't recommend just buying it at full price for sure. It's definitely not worth that money, especially the state that it's in now. And the crazy thing is, I don't even think they dropped an update on my Xbox the whole first week. I don't even know yet. I haven't checked, but I know it was as of last Saturday, I still hadn't got an Xbox, an update for the game on my Xbox. So I don't even know when they're going to fix this thing or what their plans are, but Anyways, guys, I just kind of wanted to ramble about that game a little bit because, like I said, I've been enjoying it, been having some dumb fun with it. And if you've been playing it, let me know what you think about it. Do you think it's better than what I said? Do you think it's worse than what I said? Or do you kind of agree with me that it's a lot of dumb fun? If you can get it for little to nothing or on Game Pass for, something you're already paying for, download it for no extra money, then it's worth trying out. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I'll see you guys in the next video.
Maybe I'm a